Hi everyone, this is Lakshmi Prabha Gopalakrishnan. In What's Next Prabha, I am going to show you all how to make the very famous Karnataka dish Tatte Idli. It is called Bididi Tatte Idli. For that needed ingredients, Salem Idli rice I have taken 3 cups and 1 cup of black gram dal and half cup of that is thick rice flakes and half cup of sago, and whichever cup you are measuring, in the same cup you measure it and take. And now I am going to take this rice and dal. I am going to wash it nicely and drain the water, and then you pour enough water and soak this. Now we'll take the rice flakes and the sago together and wash it nicely. You need to wash it very well so that will get a very nice white color tatte idli. And now I am going to put this also with the rice and black gram dal, and I am going to soak this for minimum 4 to 6 hours, and I am going to grind it just like a idli batter after 6 hours. Hi everyone, now I am going to show you all how to make Karnataka's famous hotel sambar. For that needed ingredients are, for making the masala, I have just taken 2 tablespoons of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of Bengal gram dal and 1 teaspoon of rice, and just half teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of jeera and only 1 stick of cinnamon and one small piece of jaggery like this and half teaspoon of fenugreek seed, and I have taken 6 normal chilies, red chilies, and 6 bedige chili and little bit of curry leaves, and I have taken one cup of onion. In that, few small onions and one small big onion cut and kept, and salt to taste, and grated coconut. And for making the sambar, I have taken again 1 cup full of chopped big onion and half cup of small onion peeled and kept, and 1 cup full of finely chopped tomatoes, and 1 small lemon size tamarind I squeezed and taken the juice and kept, coriander leaves and 2 green chilies, and cooked tur dal, that is sambar dal, and nicely cooked, and I mixed with water and made it watery and kept. So let's see how to make. Pan is hot and ready. I am going to roast all the ingredients for masala. First I will just pour 1 teaspoon of oil. In that, first I will put the cinnamon sticks. With that, I am going to add the chilies. This is dry. I will remove this in that plate. I will add the coriander seed. And black pepper and jeera. this is fried nicely, then we should add the fenugreek seed. Otherwise it will become black and it will get the bitter taste. Nice aroma is coming now, so we will remove this. The same pan, I'm just adding the rice and Bengal gram dal. Once it becomes golden brown, then we'll take it. Bengal gram dal fried nicely, so I'm just putting little bit curry leaf and then I am removing this. Now I am adding the coconut. Just few seconds will sort it, then I'm just removing this. Now I'm adding little oil and I'm just adding the onion. Now just let it cook for a while. Onion is done well, it's cooked nicely. Then switching off the stove, I'm just adding to this masala. Let all the ingredients come to the room temperature, then we'll make it into a smooth paste using a mixie. Then we get to a vessel for making sambar. Vessel is hot and ready. I'm just pouring 1 teaspoon of oil. In that, I'm just adding little mustard seed and curry leaf, and I'm adding the onion. The small onion is optional. If you want, you can add it. Otherwise, it tastes good actually. So, there is no need of adding. Let it cook for a while. Then after some time we will add tomato. The onion is cooked and then it's slightly light brown in color. Now I am adding the tomato. Now I'll add green chilies also. I'll add a little bit of salt to it so that it cooks really nice. Let it cook for 2-3 minutes until it becomes smooth and nice. I am just closing it and cooking. Onion and tomato together cooked nicely. Now, like this, I made it into a smooth paste. That masala I am adding now. You can add little bit of water to the mixie and then add it, because this sambar should be little watery consistency only. And I'm adding the tamarind juice also and the jaggery, and little bit of salt, giving a nice mix. And again I am going to close this and keep for a while. Say we can say 5 minutes until the jaggery melts. tamarind juice and masala. It's cooked nicely and it started boiling. Now I am adding the tur dal mixture. Now you can add as much water you want to make the sambar watery. I'm just adding a little bit. And I'm going to add the rest of the salt also. Let it boil nicely. Then we'll season it. Sambar is nicely boiling. It is nice, smooth and watery. Now I'm going to season this in another small pan. I just kept little oil. I'm just going to mustard seed, chili and curry leaf. Our special hotel sambar is ready. Tatta idli batter is ready. I just showed the ingredients. With that I added 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seed also, and I just soaked it for 6 hours, and I just grind it into a fine batter, smooth batter like this, and I kept for fermentation for almost 4 hours. This is nicely fermented, and I added salt also. And in this, it's optional, you can add a little bit of cooking soda to it. I'm just adding a pinch. I'm just giving a nice mix. The batter is ready now. So like this the batter, it's smooth and nice. This is the consistency. Now the stand is, this is the Tatta idli stand, and this is ready. I kept the plate and I just applied little bit of oil and kept. You can apply any oil. I just applied gingery oil, and just now I'm going to pour this batter into it. Just add like this off the plate only. I'll add to all the plates now. In the idli vessel, the water is hot and ready. I'm just keeping the plate. I set the plates in the stand and I'm keeping it, and then it will just, we'll leave it for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes we'll see. So now it is 15 minutes. It's cooked nicely. You can see it like this. It's cooked nicely. So I'm going to remove this and let it cool for some time, then we'll remove this. Our Karnataka special Tatta idli and sambar is, hotel sambar is ready. I served with chutney also. The idli has come out really soft and nice, and this Karnataka special sambar is mixture of all taste with sweet, kara, everything. So it tastes really very good with any rice based tiffin. So hope you all enjoyed my video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.